Thanks, Richard.
You look exhausted. Are you sure it's safe to keep wielding Lambda's power like this?
I'm fine. I'm just not used to it. Besides, I know he's not trying to control me.
Did he say that?
No. I just trust that it's true.
I don't understand, Asbel. I would never have the strength to trust him after what he did.
It's not about strength, Richard. If anything, I have to believe in him because I'm weak. But I suppose some things can't be helped no matter how hard you believe. When we were kids, I believed we'd be together forever. And so did Sophie. That's not gonna happen. Not as long as we're all human.
Asbel.
We can hope and pray and believe all we want, but it doesn't change a damn thing. That's why I don't know what to say to her.
That took a very, serious turn there at the end. There are a bunch of chests just lying around. Spada, I don't know who you are, but, welcome to the Carta group, my friend. I never played the Carta game, which was apparently like a mini-game in this. Should probably try it sometime. I'm not sure if I'll record myself doing it, but I might. We shall see, we shall see. Honestly, I have way too much other things I need to be doing in terms of stuff for the channel to try and tack on more stuff to this game. I really just need to, I need it to be done. I need to finish this Ancestry up. So I'm just going to try and focus on finishing what I said I would finish. Which I feel like we've gotten to all three Valkanists. I feel like we're going to be getting near the end of Lineage and Legacy soon. And after we finish that, since I've decided not to do the X dungeon, what will we have? The Rakugan fight? I want to go fight that mini-boss again for the Anomalous Orb. I can't remember what else. I can't shuttle mode in here. I gotta get out.
A moment, please. I need to relay our report for the President.
So what's Fodra like?
That's right. You haven't been there before. Well, it's sad, actually. It's withered and desolate, and everything's dead.
And that's where Lambda came from.
Yeah.
You are conflicted.
Can't hide anything from you, huh? You heard what Sophie said.
Protoss haste was designed to destroy me. That was the entire purpose for her existence. And now that purpose is gone, it's no wonder she's malfunctioning. Without purpose, she's little more than an empty, soulless doll, doomed to be alone for all eternity. Quite tragic, really. Your human life is limited. How can you hope to save Protoss haste from her solitude?
Well,
Your worries grow with each passing moment. Can you find an answer in the midst of such despair? I look forward to watching your fragile little mind scramble for an answer.
alone for all eternity. I remember how I felt when Dad died. If I hadn't recovered from that.
Okay, pause real quick. alone for all eternity. That's a little bit much. Like, yes, her current friends will grow old and pass away. Richard will die, Asbel will die, Sherry will die. All the main characters will grow old and die, while Sophie will not. She will remain the same way she is because she is an immortal robot, like being whatever. I don't remember what she's made out of. Some kind of particles that she's able to spread to other people or something. I don't remember. It's been a while. But that doesn't mean she'll be alone for all eternity. Like, she can make new friends. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be hard for her. I understand. You know, everyone thinks or a lot of people think being immortal would be awesome, but there are also drawbacks, obviously. She's obviously probably never going to have friends as close to her as Asbel and Richard in the gang and all of them. But she can still make new friends. She can even make friends with the offspring of her original friends. Like, when we saw in the, when we finished the main game, we got to see a scene in the future of, and I'm pretty sure they're going to figure out a way to make Sophie human or make her age and die or something like that, because it showed in the, in that scene I'm talking about at the end of the game, it showed, like, an older-looking Sophie with what appeared to be the son of Asbel and Sharia. But assuming that she stays the way she is for all eternity and never dies, and she just, you know, keeps living while the people she knows dies, she can still make friends with new people. She can make friends with the offspring of the people that she was best friends with, like Asbel's kids, Richard's kids. I doubt Malik would have kids. You know, normally when you're Malik's age, if you haven't gotten married and had kids yet, you normally don't. You might get married, but you usually don't have kids. But he might, you know, Pascal's kids, which will probably be with Hubert, you know, Sherry's kids, which will be with Asbel. She can make friends with them, or just new friends in general. She's not going to be alone for all eternity. She's not going to, like, go into the mountains and live by herself for the rest of her life when all of her friends that she's friends with right now pass away. If she were to stay the way she is now, I'm pretty sure something's going to change to fix that because of that final cutscene we got at the end of the game. But it's not a matter of she's going to be alone for all eternity. It's she's going to lose friends and then have to make new friends. Which happens all through life, honestly. Like, how many people, like, right now I'm in college. All of the friends that I had when I was in middle school changed when I got to high school. And I was homeschooled, if you didn't know. So I had less friends than the average person. Mostly, not mostly because of that. Somewhat because of that, I was a bit antisocial, and the fact that I didn't go to school didn't help with that. But, middle school, I had, like, small groups of friends. I had, like, 4 people I was good friends with. That changed when I was in high school. As I got older, still had a good group of friends that I was with, and only one of my friends from high school I'm still friends with today as I'm in college, and my group of friends has changed drastically from high school to college, and from middle school to probably, I have a horrible memory, I can't really remember who my major friends were back when I was like 7 and 8 and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure my friends changed from then to when I went to middle school, then to high school. Like, that's just a part of life. Sophie's is a bit more extreme than that. She doesn't just change friends, like, you know, friends, like, grow apart and then get new friends. Her friends just flat out die, and then she has to make new friends. But still, it's kind of like, she's not going to be alone for all eternity just because her other friends die and she lives. Not unless she chooses to be alone for all eternity. If she chooses a life of solitude, like, oh, those friends are dead, I'll never get better friends than that, or I'll never have friends that I can care about enough to replace them, or I just can't have new friends because I cared about those friends too much, then that's her fault. That's no one's fault but her own that she chose to live the life of solitude. But she doesn't have to. Anyways, I'm rambling way too long about this. Let's move on with the game.
I thought I'd lost everything, but then Sophie was there for me. It made me happy. It was like being part of a new family. A family.
Thanks for waiting. Let's be on our way.
Did Asbel just come to the same conclusion that I did?
The girls are waiting for us. Let's hurry back to the Amarcian Enclave.
I wonder if Sophie's gonna be okay after this.
Asbel.
Richard, when someone dies, that's the end of their friendship, right?
Are you thinking about Sophie?
Yeah, what happens after we pass away? We would just end up becoming some distant memory for those left behind. If everything ends up disappearing in the end, what's the point of all this? And where would that leave Sophie? she would end up being all alone, without any of us to support her.
Asbel, let's not worry about such things now. That day is far in the future.
You don't know that. We could die tomorrow, or even today.
Asbel, calm yourself. Even if that happened, all we can do is value the time we have with Sophie. That way, a part of us will remain in her heart after we're gone.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I truly do. Now come on, let's go see Sophie.
Richard is the best character in this game, hands down. Richard, you're my favorite Tales of Grace's character. Just, so wise beyond your years. Despite the whole, you know, kind of getting corrupted by Lambda thing. That wasn't entirely your fault, though. I'll let you slide on that one. But you're definitely my favorite character in this game. Definitely. Where is the Amarcian Enclave? Let's go! Thank goodness gonna have my medics back. Are they down? I'm gonna guess Pascal's house. I need to cough. Ooh, something in my throat. I'm gonna guess they went to Pascal's house. If not, they're still at the Overseer's place. I called it! I'm so good at this game.
Welcome back, fellas. How are things in Strata?
We were able to dispatch the monsters there.
Somehow.
However, more could appear at any moment. It's time for us to strike at the source.
Okay, then let's boogie off to Fodra as soon as we can.
Hey, Sophie. Look, I'm sorry. I wish I could promise to be with you forever, but it would just be a lie. I'll die before you, and there's no getting around it. But there's still plenty of time for us to deal with life together.
Together.
I've given this some thought, and if you want a family, I think we should give you one. From now on, your name will be Sophie Lhant, and I'll be your father.
Sophie Lhant.
From this moment forward, you and I are family.
So, you're adopting Sophie into the House of Lhant?
I'll take care of her, just like my father took care of Hubert and me.
You're gonna give her away to a family in Strata? Solid plan, bro. Does this mean that Sophie can start calling Hubert Uncle Hubert? That would be great. Uncle Hubert.
Even now, his memory helps me in hard times. So I hope my memory can do the same for you. Although I have to admit, it feels a little weird being your parent. You used to be bigger than me, remember?
Ah, back in the day.
It's not weird, it's happy.
Well, if you're Asbel's daughter, I guess that makes you my niece.
So you're gonna be Uncle Little Bro. Now you just need to find Sophie a nice aunt.
What?
It's pronounced aunt, not ant. Ant is an insectoid. Jeez, Pascal, you're supposed to be smart.
This gives us all the more reason to eliminate the monsters and secure our future.
Did we really need more reason to, like, go and kill all of the monsters that are trying to destroy the Valkanus?
Humanity's very existence is a crime.
Emerald?
They can never promise forever.
How does that make their existence... Okay.
Do not trust their ambiguous words.
That wasn't Emerald. I remember her. When we started Lineage and Legacies, she talked to Sophie, but I don't remember her name or anything about her. I don't think we even learned anything about her yet.
Who are you? Why did you say that?
Alright, well, that happened. The greatest gift of all. The Sophie Lhant title. So, I didn't really think about it at the time, because I just assumed it was always unsaid that her last name would be Lhant. I didn't think there would actually be like a big plot point about it in Lineage and Legacies. But in Tales of Zestiria, she introduced herself as Sophie Lhant. So that's really cool. That's really cool. I like that. Anyways, let's do the skit.